Now, I thought I was just going to build a new website for my first plumbing client. But when I added an AI-powered booking system, something kind of crazy happened. Their phone started ringing nonstop, even while they're still out on jobs. And that's when I realized I wasn't just building websites anymore. I was creating an automated system that books clients on autopilot. Now, fast forward to today, and 27 plumbing businesses are using the same AI system to generate 298 calls every single week. And I'm going to show you the 7 steps to getting local businesses to pay you $1,500 a month using this exact system in 2025. I've used this setup to land clients paying me thousands in recurring income. And the best part, this takes less than an hour to set up for each one. But you can copy my entire pre-built system when you join my school community. Links in the description. Now, let me show you exactly how to find your first clients. I'm going to pull up Outscraper right now and show you a live example. If you're not familiar with Outscraper, it's a tool that scrapes local business data from Google Maps, which makes it perfect for finding potential clients that meet the right criteria. Now, I also put a link in the description so you can check it out and start using it yourself. So here's what you do. First, you're looking specifically for service businesses, but not just any service businesses. We want ones with high value jobs. Think plumbers, roofers, HVAC companies, businesses where the average ticket is at least $500 per customer. So here you are, and under categories, we can just put in what we think. So I'm going to go with plumber, and for location, we can go with, unselect all the states, we'll just say we want Houston, Texas. And these results are different enhancements. We'll just go ahead and leave those on for now. And we can go ahead and then just hit get data. And you can see I've run this in the past. This is what comes up. And this Excel sheet here, which I can download, looks like this. So what we're going to do with this Excel sheet, let me move this over here. What we're going to do with this Excel sheet is identify the clients that look best for us. So I'm just going to select this top row and then implement a filter. And what I want to do is look for clients who have done a lot of things right. They've done the hard things, but they've missed some easy things, okay? So one of the items that we have on this is the number of reviews. And you can see that in this column right here, the number of reviews. So I'm going to click and I'm going to sort largest to smallest. Getting reviews is typically very hard for local businesses. So a client who has gone out and gotten hundreds or dozens of reviews is trying to rank. So now I just want to figure out which one of these has done something simple incorrectly. So a common one for that is the subcategories that we see. They're doing quite well. They have a bunch. Remember, Google allows up to 10 categories on your GBP. So many local businesses only use one. So I'm just going to look to see if I can find anyone that only has one, and here's one. So this could be a good one to reach out to just by adding more categories, optimizing their website around the additional categories. We can get them more calls, more business because they already have so many reviews. Another interesting thing we can look at here is the number of photos. So same type of thing. If we see somebody who has a ton of reviews, but not very many photos, like this here, adding more photos is super easy, much easier to add photos than it is to add reviews. So this is another opportunity, someone that we might reach out to that we can help them quite a bit by just coming in and adding more photos to their Google Business profile. And the third thing I'm going to look at is the booking appointment link. This is an optional link that you can put in your GBP. You should be putting it in, but a lot of local businesses don't. So I can click this drop down, deselect all of them, and only look for ones that are blank. So this is a series of GPPs organized by review volume who have missed filling out a fairly basic field in their GBP. Another opportunity to reach out to these businesses that we can actually help them. Now, it's not that filling in the booking link is necessarily going to rank them higher, but missing something so basic is often a sign that there are other basic things wrong with their Google business profile or their website that we can come in and fix. So these businesses are leaving money on the table. Every missed call while they're on a job is a $500 plus opportunity. And that's exactly what our AI system is going to fix. So now that we've found businesses that need this help, the next step is building the system that actually gets them results. So I'm going to set everything up in Go High Level where I can automate the entire process. And I'm going to start by showing you how fast we can build a website and go high level. Most people think websites can take weeks, but we're going to get it done in under an hour. Before I dive straight into that website, I want to give you an example. This is a plumber in Plano, Texas, ranking quite well for water heater replacement Plano. This website was built on high level. So here's high level. And the way we get to the websites is on the left rail for this sub account, we click sites. And then on the top, we click websites. And we can see this website here. If I click on this, this is the website for that plumber in Plano that's ranking quite well. If I click that preview link, this is the homepage for that particular business. So we can come back over to here, and all we would need to do, right, if I hit add new website, I can use a template or I can do it from blank. If I do with the template, I can choose any one of these that I like. I can even search for something like plumber, and I can go with this one. All right, so our template is here. It's been created. And here we're just going to create the homepage, and I'll show you quickly how this can work. All right, so it's gone ahead and done that, so I can hit edit. And I have this. We can replace the logo with the actual business logo. And the big thing we need to do is replace all of this content. So let me show you a prompt that we use for that. So this is the school community. So I can come into here and I will grab this mini course, which is free when you join. And here I'm going to grab the single prompt for content writing. Okay, and I'll come out of ChatGPT and I've already pasted it in. This is the exact same prompt. All I've done is edit it to reference that we are creating a website for a plumber. And we'll go ahead and send that to ChatGPT, and it's going to start writing for us a new article for a homepage for our plumbing website. All right, so here we go. ChatGPT is cranking out this content for us. And what we're going to do here is we can just take this content and paste it into this website fairly easily, right? So if I come in here, I grab our first paragraph and put it in here. And no problem, I can hit publish and I'm done. I have my new website built, okay? So building this full website, it just takes a little bit of that, right? We're just going to grab content, paste it in for this template. We're going to throw in some AI generated images. Ideally, if you have client images, that's better. But if you don't, AI generated images works fine. And we can have a full website up in an hour, maybe 2 hours. This website here took my team about 3 hours to do, but it's a pretty big website. We have 25 pages or so on it. So let me show you how we set up the chat on this website now, the AI chatbot. First thing we have to do is come into the agency settings right here, and we have to turn on the AI employees. We come to AI employee and we go to the sub account in GHL that we're interested in here, water heater Plano, and we'll just tick this box to turn on that AI employee feature. And now we're going to come into that sub account, water heater Plano, and we're going to go into it. So now we're going to come into that sub account, water heater Plano, and we're going to come into settings, and we're going to go into conversation AI. So we have, I'll show you how to create it. We'll just delete Sarah for now. So we're going to create a new bot. And this is going to be either general Q&A or appointment booking. We're going to do appointment booking because we want this AI bot to be able to actually book appointments. So I'll say Sarah AI booking, and we'll autopilot, so the bot will automatically respond based on the trained data, okay? So obviously we'd fill in the business name. This is a chat bot, so we'll say 1 minute. And under bot training, what we're going to do under bot training is we're going to give it a Q&As. So the way we do that is, again, I'm going to come over to ChatGPT, and this prompt is also going to be available in the school community. But what we're going to ask ChatGPT to do is to generate a Q&A for a plumber's website. Now, if your plumber already happens to have a Q&A, go ahead and use that. In my experience, most don't. So we're just going to send this prompt to ChatGPT so it can help us generate the Q&A pairs that we're looking for. Before you just use these full stop, definitely these are things that you would run by the client to make sure they are accurate. So we can grab these and we'll put them into this Q&A one by one. We'll also put the website here in this domain so that the chatbot can learn our website and who it is. But that chatbot is just the first step. The magic happens when we combine this chatbot booking system with an AI chat. A customer calls about water heater replacement at 3 a.m. The AI bot answers the phone and gives them the price and lets them book right there. No waiting for business hours, no trying to reply to a chat or answer a phone while you're moving a water heater into the attic. So Voice AI is going to set this package apart. So let me walk you through the setup an AI voice agent. So here, just below conversation AI, we have voice AI agent. So we're just going to hit create agent. And as before, we can put the business name in. We can choose a voice if we want to play with that. We have an initial message here, and we're going to set it so that the agent answers inbound calls. So we'll go ahead and hit next. And here, we're going to switch to advanced mode because we're allowed to put in the prompt that we specifically want. So again, we're going to develop that prompt by leveraging ChatGPT. So we have the answers of all the Q&A, and we're just going to tell it that we need a prompt for voice AI based on that Q&A, and we also wanted to add some pricing information. So this is the prompt that it generated for us, and we're going to go ahead and use this for now. Now, again, we do have pricing information in this prompt right here. So this pricing information, you definitely want to make sure that you review this with the client to make sure this is accurate. You don't want the AI bot to give pricing information that isn't accurate. So we're going to grab this prompt. We're going to come back to our voice agent and we're going to put the prompt in there. Now, we could expand this if we wanted to put more information in there, more questions and answers. We do have quite a bit left, 1,200 words that we could additionally use, but we'll just go with this prompt. Again, if you're looking for something a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth, you can work with ChatGPT and have it generate something for you like that. So we're going to make sure that we receive an email notification when the call is done, and we'll go ahead and hit next. And now again, we're going to use this phone number, and this phone number is the one that's going to answer. Some quick numbers from one of my clients. Their AI voice agent handled 85 calls last month and booked 31 jobs. That's money they would have missed without this system. Don't forget that we have it set up so that the AI agent only answers if your client doesn't. Okay, so the last step, let's go ahead and connect this to their Google business profile. This is going to add another layer of automation that's going to help bring in even more leads. So here under integrations, under settings for that sub account, so we're going to go settings, then integrations, and we're going to connect the actual Google business profile. Once we have that connected, we can come into marketing and we can use this social planner to plan out 50, 60 posts in advance, where one will go per week. And we can see we can post to their GBP. Now, we obviously don't want to write 50 posts for the GBP ourselves. So we're going to leverage AI to help us with that also. So to generate those posts, I'm going to go ahead and give ChatGPT this prompt. We do have some things that we'd want to fill in. So we can say, this is a plumber in Plano. We'll say the business name is Water Heater Plano, and it is a plumber. And for now, I'm just going to get rid of a lot of this information, but clearly if you're doing this, make sure to include that key business information. For now, I just want to give an example of what ChatGPT is going to output with this fairly basic prompt to write a whole bunch of posts for a Google business profile. And here we go. As before, not surprisingly, we have some excellent. So we have 13 promotional posts, just as we asked for. We have 13 educational posts, and so on and so forth. Each one of these we can grab and paste in to their marketing planner, which is right here. We'd be able to put the post in right there. Okay. The next thing that we want to do once we set up these posts to go once a week is set up the review monitoring and automatic reply with AI. So we'll come down into reputation and we'll hit settings and we have review AI. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this to auto responses. So you want to know the best part? Once you set this up for your client, for the business owner, it's going to run on autopilot. But for the business owner, it looks like you have a full team working on their online presence. So let me talk about how I pitch this to local business owners. It's not about websites and it's not about AI. We pitch this based on missed opportunities. So the first message that I send with the email address I got from Outscraper is something like, hey, first name, I noticed you're missing out on a lot of calls while you're out on jobs. What if I could show you a system that books appointments for you 24/7, even at 2 a.m.? Now, when they respond, I'll jump on a quick demo. I'm not going to waste any time talking about features. Instead, I show them live examples of what this system does for businesses like theirs. Something like, do you see this plumber in Houston? His AI assistant booked 31 jobs last month while he was busy on other calls. Do you want to see how it works? And after that, I'll pull up a live booking system. I'll show them exactly how customers can schedule appointments by chatting with the AI bot. I'll even show them the AI chat answering questions instantly, and I'll call the voice system that's handling calls while I'm talking to the prospect. Now, business owners always ask, right? How much does this cost? What if the AI makes a mistake? Can I customize the responses? And I tell them straight up, right? The AI will make mistakes, but it gets smarter over time. And we customize everything to match their business. A lot of those mistakes, the AI is going to transfer any uncertain calls to their cell phone. But what really sells it is every missed call is a missed job. If this system books just one extra job per month, it's already going to pay for itself. So let me break down the pricing structure that works for me. I split this into 3 packages that make it very easy for business owners to say yes to this. Now, the first package, that's just the website. This is a foot in the door offer. $100 a month gets them a website with hosting. If they want something bigger or custom, I'm going to add an upfront fee. But keeping it simple at $100 monthly means it's an easy first step. We're usually going to add maybe 1 new article per month at this plan, which, if we have AI's help to write that article, is going to be very profitable for us and helpful for the business owner. Now, the package 2 includes AI lead follow-up. This is where it gets interesting. $300 a month. Now, this includes the AI chat on their website, the GBP review responses, and GBP management, as well as 2 new website pages monthly. Now, the third package, the AI employee, $500 a month. That's all we're asking. And this is the full system. Everything in package 2, plus voice AI handling calls and appointment booking. So here's a pro tip. As you work with more businesses in the same industry, you're going to become the expert. Your AI gets smarter, your responses get better, and your results get bigger. You're going to be able to adjust the Q&A section for every client as you get more and more real customer questions. And you're going to be able to adjust those AI prompts as you see how the AI is interacting with real customers. But remember, you are not just another website designer. You're not another SEO company filling up their inbox. You're selling an AI solution that gets them more customers. And don't worry if you're not the expert yet. Use ChatGPT to help with the technical stuff. Focus on getting results for your clients. So let me show you how to scale this once you've got your first few clients. Now, I learned this process the hard way, but you should definitely just copy my process. Let's start by collecting data from your wins. Look at the numbers. How many calls did the AI handle? How many appointments got booked? And what questions are customers asking the most? Use these stats in your prospecting. When a plumber tells you they're busy with jobs, show them how your AI booked 31 appointments last month for another plumber while they were out working. As you keep working in the same industry, you're going to be able to build industry expertise by save every question customers ask your AI. Track which services get booked most and note common problems in each industry. Then you're going to refine your system. Update AI responses based on what works. Add new booking options that customers request. Improve your voice AI scripts. So here's how I scaled my client base. I started by getting amazing results for just 1 plumber. Then I used those results in my prospecting to sign 2 more plumbers. Now I have dozens of plumbing businesses that are using this exact system. And you can do the same thing with any service business. HVAC, roofing, electricians. The system works for all of them as long as they have a fairly high ticket offer. Maybe not carpet cleaning. Now, landing SEO clients isn't just about knowing SEO. It's about having a proven system to attract and close high-paying clients consistently. Now, I've shown you how to set up the IA system, but if you want to actually get businesses paying you, you're going to need a full client acquisition strategy, one that includes outreach, inbound methods, referrals, and automation. So in this next video, I'm going to break down my entire client acquisition system, including the exact strategies I use to sign $1,500 a month SEO clients on autopilot.